He was the kind of detective who noticed what others ignored. While everyone searched inside the house, Joe walked straight outside. Something didn't sit right. The window at the crime scene, it was wide open. Too deliberate, too confident. No ordinary killer would take that risk. Then across the street, he found it, an empty house. Just one chair in the middle of the room. When he sat down, he realized the view was perfect, directly facing the crime scene. And the chair was still warm. That's when it hit him. He was sitting exactly where the killer had been moments ago, silently watching the police investigate his own masterpiece. Days later, a broken fridge led Joe to a chilling discovery. The victim had called for repairs before her death, but the appointment was mysteriously canceled. The killer had used it as a way-in. And among the repairmen, one man stood out, too smug, too calm. When Joe confronted him, the man played mind games. He even offered Joe a ride, mocking him. That night, Joe dug through the man's trash and found half a slice of pizza. The bite marks matched the victim's, but it wasn't enough for an arrest. At the station, the suspect sat there like he owned the place. Every photo from the murder scene, he admired like fine art. Joe lost control, slammed him against the wall. The man just laughed. He knew they had no evidence. So Joe and his partner, Jimmy, did the unthinkable. They broke into his house. The place was spotless, but beneath the floor, they found old newspapers from murders 15 years ago, trophies. Before Joe could dig deeper, sirens wailed. The suspect had called the cops. Joe barely escaped. The next night, they watched his house again. The man was calm, pretending nothing had happened. Hours passed. Then suddenly, he invited Jimmy for a drive, said he'd take him to the missing girl's body. Desperate for answers, Jimmy went. Out in an empty field, the man handed him a shovel. "She's buried right here," he said. Jimmy dug. Nothing. "Maybe over there." He dug again, still nothing. Over and over, until exhaustion broke him. Then the man whispered, "I never killed anyone. But if you don't believe me, keep digging." And when he insulted Jimmy's family, Jimmy snapped. The shovel struck once. Silence. The killer was dead. Joe arrived moments later and froze. The scene replayed his own mistake from 5 years ago, when he accidentally shot an innocent girl and lost everything. This time, he wouldn't let another cop fall. He buried the body himself, erased every trace, and faked the suspect's disappearance. The case was declared cold. Weeks passed, then Jimmy got a letter from Joe. Inside was the missing girl's red hair clip, proof the man was the killer. Relief washed over Jimmy, but then came the question, was it real? Because at that same moment, Joe burned the suspect's belongings, and in the fire was a new pack of hair clips. One red clip is missing. Was Joe trying to free Jimmy from guilt, or was he seeking redemption for himself? The truth died with the flames, and the last red hair clip vanished like it never existed. Title: The Little Things.